yeah, you don't want to be a software engineer. I mean, for every one of you who doesn't become one, I become more in demand, make more money, get more benefits. It does become a little lonely though. I'm doing this video because there's a lot of gatekeeping that goes on in the industry. I came into this industry from a career change and I help a lot of people do the same. So here are 5 reasons why you should become a software developer, and I'd love for you to share yours in the comments to encourage more people to get into it. 3.5 years ago, I knew nothing about code. In fact, you would probably call me an anti-nerd. Anything about tech turned me off. I spent many years working in skilled and unskilled labor. Coming from a background like mine, you never really aspired to earn good money. It was just something that was never there. I daydreamed about it, of course, we all do, but in reality, I just knew it was out of reach. So imagine my shock moving into the industry and doing crazy things after I started earning good money, like buying from brand name supermarkets, getting actual cornflakes and not cheap knockoffs which taste like cardboard. The ability to take my family on holiday once a year instead of once every 3. I know it seems crazy, right? In most of my career related videos, you may notice that I do talk about money first. It's not a vain thing. Money makes the world go round. We need to understand it. So the first huge reason you should become a software engineer is the great money. It's not just about the wage. There's RSUs, there's equity, there's stock, there's side hustles. There's tons of ways to make good money as a software developer. Now the money's great, but if you don't have the time to use it, what's the point? We consistently hear from people, from entrepreneurs who've made tons of money and got old and not enjoyed any of it. And it makes sense, right? What's the point in working and not having any free time to do anything with it? It seems so normal in a world gone by where you just work, pay into your pension, buy a house, retire and die. I know it sounds morbid, but it's true, and we don't want to live that life anymore. We want to earn good money, we want to travel, we want to experience, we want to meet new cultures. My contracted working hours are 37.5 hours a week. I don't have to work any more, I don't work any less. Now I'm a team player, so if we're stuck on something, I will put in an extra 5 or 10 hours a week just because I enjoy it. Or if I'm stuck in the zone, coding away and I forget what time it is, I will be pounding away on the keyboard. But for the most part, I don't work more than I'm contracted to do, which is so much different compared to the unskilled labor I did before, where I was required to do overtime and spend a lot of my hours in work. It wasn't unheard of for me to be doing 70 to 80 hour weeks away from my kids and my family, which thank God I've moved away from now. Having more free time and respecting your time boundaries is a brilliant benefit of being a software developer. Now, having more money and having more time are obviously very, very attractive. But what if you could take that money and time and go even further with it? This year, I've taken opportunity of working fully remote and done some traveling. I've split my days between taking some holidays and working some days while away. Great way to not use all your holidays, but also get to head out after work and explore a new city. For me, it's the simple things, like when I know we've had a long day at the beach and the next day the kids are going to be chilling or resting in a hotel room, I can log in and do a day's work, or I can go to a cafe, enjoy some local cuisine in a new city while they're resting, and also getting a little bit of work done. So it doesn't have to be big and extravagant. Me and my cousin went to London and we did a working break there while we enjoyed a comedy show, and it was a wonderful way to explore the city, get some work done, not miss out on any money, but also get to experience it in a new light. A lot of tech companies now allow people the opportunity to work from anywhere in the world from 30 days to 3 months, so it's definitely a huge benefit. So if you do work remotely, work from home, then get out there and explore a new city. It doesn't have to be in a new country, it can be one local to you or one a couple of hundred miles away which you've never been to before or would like to know a little bit more about. The ability to work from anywhere is definitely one of my personal favorite reasons of becoming a software developer. So we've covered money, we've covered travel, and we've covered freedom. What could top all that, I hear you say? Well, how about building the next unicorn? All right, so obviously I've not done that quite yet. However, we never know. But what being a software developer has allowed me to do was really understand what it takes to build a proof of concept system, how quickly I can do it, and I can build something and throw it up and put it together for a presentation exceptionally quick. And the other side of this is being able to understand technical requirements. So when you're out for dinner and your weird uncle comes up to you and he's like, hey, I've got the next big thing, it's gonna be huge. You could obviously quite understand what he's saying and what the implications are and how long it would actually take you to build it and whether it is actually the next big thing or whether he needs to sit down and stop drinking. Freelancing, side hustles and building projects and apps are great ways to supplement your income or build a business. If you want to be a freelancer, I've also got friends who work for companies like A-Team, and it's not unheard of for them to make another 40, 50 grand or an extra $40,000-$50,000 a year by working on other people's projects. So that's the 4th reason why you should definitely become a software developer. Now, the ability to make good money, work from anywhere and travel are all brilliant. But what would they be worth to you if you had bad health? I've worked for 3 companies in the last 3 years, and for each one, my benefits have got consistently better with each company I've joined. Tech companies tend to take care of their people really well, and one of the best benefits I've had is health insurance, which has come in massive handy with little kids and also a failing NHS. One of the craziest benefits that I get is death in service. Now, I don't really consider myself to be putting myself on the front line with my keyboard tapping away, you know. It doesn't seem that dangerous to me, but it's brilliant to have, because if anything did happen to me, then obviously my family would get taken taken care of. Some of the benefits I would like but haven't got yet include dental. Dental's a huge one, so if you are a company or a manager, an engineering manager, push for dental in your company because it makes a huge benefit to obviously the hygiene and health of your employees. The other two, which I think would be a great bonus to any company's benefit scheme, would be money advice and childcare vouchers. A lot of us are working from home, having young kids nowadays is expensive, so childcare vouchers would go a long way in your company if you don't already provide that. Now there's a lot of gatekeeping that goes on in the industry, and I'm trying to break that down. I work a lot bringing other people into software development from other careers, and I'd love for you in the comments to share why people should become software engineers and give them an insight into what they can achieve and what could be done. And obviously like and subscribe, massively appreciate it.